Hello, welcome to your 60-minute Hatha yoga practice this evening. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Tonight we will be focusing on a class that promotes balance of the 7 energy centers, balance of the mind and the body, chance to restore yourself to your natural rhythm and flow. And as always, feel free to modify the class in any way that you need, or you can add on to it if you want to make it a little bit more challenging for yourself. And as well, if you'd like to play some music for this class, take some time to connect to Spotify if you like, and you can find all of my playlists there, or any other music that you want to bring in for the practice, or maybe you just like a little bit of silence. And all of the classes will be uploaded to YouTube following the live recording of the class. So if you want to follow me on YouTube, you can, and have the classes available to you at any time. And it's under my full name of Tamara Maxim. And my Spotify account is Tamara YBR. And tonight I'll offer an intention card for the practice to add a little extra layer of depth, something that we can focus on as we move and breathe together. Okay. Oh, perfect. So tonight the intention is renew, which is always a beautiful word, and I find that that's partly why I enjoy the yoga practice so much. It feels like a renewal every time you step off of the mat at the end of the practice. You bring a lot with you at the start of the class, and you shed many layers, a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions, a lot of weight, and then at the end you feel renewed. And that was really what I was hoping for tonight as well. So renew. Time in silence allows you to be interested in yourself and your life, and to wake up to the choices that may have become habitual. Thus, every morning, each day, and in an instant, you have the opportunity to start anew. And one of the tools that we have available to us from the start of our life right to the end is our breath, pranayama, prana, this life force. So we can bring our pranayama, our breath control into the practice, always focusing on every inhalation and exhalation. So let's focus on this sense of renewal through our yoga practice this evening. I'm just going to check the camera for a moment and then we'll get started. So tonight we'll begin in a nice tall seat, so feel free to sit any way you like. You can cross your legs, you can sit on your shin bones, maybe onto a block. And start to drop awareness into your body. Feel free to close your eyes if that feels good. Maybe you place your hands on your thighs like I'm doing. Palms can face up. If you feel you need more energy, maybe you can receive energy through the palms, or to share energy if you have extra. Maybe palms are facing down in a gesture of grounding, of self-connection. Maybe you'd like your hands at your heart center, finding the balance between the right and left side of your body, feminine and masculine energy, moon and the sun. Wherever you are, bring awareness to the breath. See if you can feel a connection into your 7 energy centers, the chakras, from your tailbone to the crown. And as you breathe in, feel the energy draw up the spine from the tailbone to the crown. And as you exhale, let the energy go down the spine from the crown all the way through to the tailbone. And bring awareness to your tailbone, Muladhara chakra. Take a breath in. And soften there as you exhale, connecting to your roots, to your security, to feeling grounded. Bring your awareness to your sacral area, Svadhisthana. Take a breath in. And a breath out, connecting to your creativity, to creation, sexuality. Bring your awareness to your solar plexus, just above the belly button, Manipura chakra. Take a breath in. And a full breath out, recognizing your truth, your personal power, your identity. Bring your awareness to your heart, Anahata chakra. Take a breath in. And a breath out, connecting to your own self-love, your connection to one another. Bring your awareness to your throat, the Vishuddhi chakra. Take a breath in. And a full breath out, recognizing your own voice, your self-expression. Take another breath in, bring your awareness to your third eye, Ajna Chakra. And a full breath out, recognizing the power of your intuition, your own insights, your inner knowing, your knowledge. Finally, bring awareness to the crown of your head, Sahasrara, crown chakra. Take a breath in, pull the energy all the way up to the top of your head. And as you breathe out, feel that energy flowing through the crown of your head, spiraling around the crown and out into the universe. A beautiful energy flowing up and down the spine. And as you're here, feeling this connection, a flow of energy from the tailbone all the way to the crown, find an intention for your practice. Maybe it's the word renewal. Maybe it's something else that you would like to bring into this combination of breath and movement this evening. Also find a collective intention, something for the greater good. If you'd like, you can dedicate your practice to any person, any place, any cause. And we'll gather all of that together, all the richness of this practice for one beautiful sound of Om. If you like, you can gather your hands into your heart center if they're not already there, holding your intentions at your heart, holding your dedication. Take a deep clearing breath in through your nose. A big sigh out your mouth, exhale. One sound of Om, big breath in. And feel that echo of Om radiating from your heart, from your center in all directions. Let it reach out and touch anywhere in the world that you like. And then start to bow your mind into the beautiful light of your own heart. Recognize the importance of your own renewal every time you come to your mat. The chance to rebalance and recalibrate and refresh yourself. Then open your eyes if they're closed, bringing your gaze back to center. Enjoy your practice. Namaste. We'll come forward into a tabletop position onto our hands and knees. Palms underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Tuck your toes, Chakravakasana. Tip the tailbone up as you inhale, tummy down, chest up. Look up if you like. Press into your finger pads. And as you exhale, round the spine, untuck your toes, bring your hips toward your heels as you tent your fingertips and pull your chin to your chest, round the upper back. Come back onto your flat palms, tuck your toes, inhale, tailbone up, tummy down, chest up. Start to connect the breath and the movement. Untuck your toes as you exhale, round the spine, hips toward the heels, tent your fingertips, round the spine, chin to chest. 2 more times like that with your breath. Closing the lips. Breathing in and out through your nose. Listen for the sound of your breath. Breath takes on a meditative quality that you can follow. Your own mantra of inhalation and exhalation. Come back to a neutral position. Your toes are untucked. Take your knees a little wider if you like. Hips to heels, forehead down, Balasana. Feel free to keep your forearms down or lift your arm bones up. Maybe tent your fingertips and let the forehead relax toward the mat. Maybe rock your heavy forehead side to side. Knead out any wrinkles across the brow. Take a full breath in, reach your fingertips even more forward, and as you exhale, pull the hips toward your heels. On your inhale breath, lift your chest just enough to walk your arms up and over to the right side. Maybe you lift your belly just over the edge of the right thigh. Let your forehead relax so your ears are between your arms. Pull your hips back to the left, and you can stay or maybe extend the left palm on top of the right. Maybe your fingers interweave. Keep your forehead down. Take a full breath into the left side of your body as your ribcage balloons out. Contract on the right as you exhale. One more time like that. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale to lift up your chest just enough to walk your hands through center. Keep extending and all the way over to the left side of your mat. Maybe you stay like this, letting your head relax between your arms. Maybe your right hand comes on top of your left, interweaving the fingers. As you breathe in, allow your right ribcage to balloon out. As you exhale, contract on the left side. One more round of breath. Inhale. And exhale. Lift up your chest just enough to walk your hands back through center. Extend through the fingertips. Take a full inhale breath. Hips toward your heels, forehead down. Exhale. Now root through the palms. Pull yourself back up. Keep your palms extended out in front of you. Tuck your toes. On your inhale breath, rock your hips back to your heels. Lift your kneecaps up. And then as you straighten the legs, press your heels toward the mat. And start to walk out your heels one at a time. Let your forehead aim towards your shin bone. So chin is in toward the chest. Walking out your heels, bending your opposite knees. Easing your way into our first Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Over the next few breaths, start to straighten out the legs. Keep them as straight as you can and extend your finger pads forward and down into the mat, spreading your fingers evenly apart, index finger pointing straight ahead, and guide that eye of your elbows inward toward each other. Create space between your shoulders and your neck. Take 3 more deep breaths here. Keep pulling your hips back enough. Inhale, hips lift up toward where the ceiling and the wall meets behind you. Exhale, heels descend down. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. And now on your inhale breath, lift your right leg up to the sky. Keep pressing out through your heel. Flex your toes. Guide your right hip over the left. Press out through your heel so your leg is straight. Square your right shoulder to the mat. Bend your knee and drop your foot behind you. Maybe look underneath your left arm. Try to square your right shoulder. Deep breath in. And a long breath out. Straighten your leg again. Square your hip down. Lower your foot. Same thing, other side. Inhale, left leg lifts to the sky. Press out through your heel. Toes curl toward you. Start to stack your hip open. Stay right here. Keep that leg extended. Square your left shoulder down. Bend your knee. Drop your foot to the right and maybe look under your right shoulder. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Inhale your leg back through center. Press out through your heel. Heel comes down to the mat. Now feel free to stay here for a few more breaths. You can take a little flow if you like, if that's in your practice. The flow looks like this. Inhale to ripple forward, high plank. Come down onto the belly. You can use your knees. Take a Cobra or any back bend that you like. Lower back down as you exhale. And the third breath brings you back to downward dog. Deep breath in and a long breath out. And now again, inhale that right leg up to the sky. Bend your knee. Open up your hip. And as you exhale, slide your right shin bone forward, right knee behind your right wrist. Right toes pointing to the left side of your mat. Stay up on your fingertips. If this is too much for you, you can always roll to your right hip and bring your left knee behind for deer pose. Otherwise, stay up here, Tadasana, pigeon pose. And we'll take the fingertips out wide. If you're in this position, you can always do the same position with deer pose as well. Fingertips out wide, tent them. Lift your chest, take an inhale. As you exhale, bow forward, forehead down. And now wave through the spine. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bow in, elbows out wide, forehead down. Again, inhale, lift your chest. And this time as you exhale, bow and hold. You can stay here or extend your forearms forward. Maybe you tend your fingertips over the crown of your head. Let yourself relax any way that feels good. Try to rock the top of your left hip forward and down. Take 2 more deep inhales. Maybe your arms are extended. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. And slide your palms back underneath your shoulders. Tuck your back toes. Slide that right leg all the way back and up. Stack your hip again. Open up your knees. Stay. Or slow motion as you turn your left fingertips out to support you. Come to the outer blade of your left foot, high on the right heel, and reach your right arm back. Wild thing. One more breath. Reach and open. Exhale. Let's come all the way back. Lift that leg and lower it down. You're welcome to take a little flow if you like, or even tabletop or child pose. 3 breaths. On your next inhale, lift that left leg again, stack your hip, bend your knee, open it up. As you exhale, slide that left shin bone forward, knee behind your left wrist, left toes pointed out to the right. Slide your right knee back. You can tuck your toes to guide it back. You can also come to deer pose, right knee behind the left foot. Tent your fingertips wherever you are, lift your chest. Try to keep your right thigh rolling down if you're in Tadasana pigeon. Take an inhale breath, lift your heart up. As you exhale, bow forward. Inhale again, peel the head and chest up, open the heart. Exhale to bow forward. One more time, inhale, peel up. Exhale, bow forward and slide your forearms down to the mat. You can stay here or tent your forehead with your palms, or maybe extend your arms. Maybe make a little pillow. Wherever you are, take 3 deep breaths. On your next inhale, slide your palms under your shoulders, tuck your back toes, get that leg straight. Sweep your left leg up into the air, 3-legged dog. Start to stack your hip open. You're welcome to stay or spin your right fingertips out. Come to the outer blade of your right foot as you lift your left heel high. Wild thing. Press into your hand. Take an inhale. Stay for your exhale. And one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Flip yourself back around. 3-legged dog. Lift it up. Feel free to lower your foot down. Take a child pose if you like. I'll take that with you. You can take a vinyasa or rest. 3 breaths. Filling up your back body with your inhalation. If you're in child pose, soften the shoulders on your exhale. Last round of breath, everybody making their way to downward dog in the 4th breath. From downward facing dog, lift your right leg up to the sky and lightly step your right foot through inside of your right thumb. Spin your back heel down, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Outer right hip pulling back, left thigh pushing forward, bend into that front knee, and then knit the lower ribs in so there's some strength here in the belly. Take an inhale here, reach your arms up to the sky, maybe find a little bit of a back bend. And as you exhale, bring the hands to the lower back, interlace your palms, knuckles moving toward the earth as you lift the chest to the sky. Try to keep your hands tightly together. Take one more inhale breath, lengthen the arms down as you lift the heart. And as you exhale, bow forward, shoulder resting onto the thigh, chin to chest, crown down, arms up. 2 deep breaths. On your inhale breath, reach your arms up to the sky, big stretch. As you exhale, plant your fingertips down, step your left toes back, come high on the left toes, heel lifts. Tent your left fingertips, take them out to the left. On your inhale breath, reach your right arm up to the sky, big open twist. Pull your outer right hip back and down. Take one more inhale, reach up. Stay here for the exhale. On your inhale breath, bring both hands down to the mat. You can lower your back knee if you need. Slowly start to rise up, either low lunge with the knee down or high lunge. Soften your back knee a lot. Get more vertical in the spine and then straighten out that back leg, rocking the heel forward. Come high onto the toes, lift your heart, knit the lower ribs in. Take a deep breath in here, reach up. Exhale, twist to the right side, pull your outer right hip back, follow your thumb with your gaze. Extend through your arms. Inhale back through center. Again, same side, twist to your right, pull that outer right hip back. Last one, inhale up through center. Exhale, give yourself a twist to the right and stay. Hug your outer right hip back. Maybe you lower your right hand to the back of the left thigh. Maybe you arch up and back. A beautiful revolved high crescent lunge twist. Deep breath in and a long breath out. One more, inhale and exhale. On your inhale breath, bring both hands back down to the mat. Step back to downward dog. You're welcome to stay here. If you want to flow it out, you can. Take 3 deep breaths. Again, you can take a rest, tabletop, child pose. One more full round of breath wherever you are. Meeting in downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale breath, lift your left leg up. Step your left foot lightly through inside of your left thumb. Back heel spins down, feet hip distance apart. Rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Actively pull your outer left hip back, right thigh pushing forward and bend into your front knee. Knit your lower ribs in and lift your chest. Keep lengthening through the front line of your body. Take one more inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend deeper. Again, hands float to the lower back. Try to find the opposite grip. As you interlace your hands, opposite thumb on top, knuckles move toward the earth, chest lifts toward the sky. Pull your shoulders to be in the same line as your hips, square to the front of your mat. One more inhale, lengthen knuckles down, chest up. As you exhale, bow forward over your front thigh. Let the shoulder relax on the thigh, crown of the head down, chin to chest. Keep pulling your outer left hip back, knuckles moving up and over your head. Try to squeeze them tight together. Deep breath in and a long breath out. One more, inhale and exhale. On your inhale breath, you reach your arms back up to the sky. Pull yourself up. As you exhale, plunge your fingertips down and step your right foot back high in the toes. Turn your right fingertips out to the right slightly. Keep pulling your outer left hip back as you inhale, twist open to the left. Rock those back toes forward. Pull your outer left thigh back and down as if you're moving it toward your inner right heel. Crown of the head coming forward. Get more open in the twist. Deep breath in and a long breath out. And now bring both hands back under your shoulders. You're welcome to lower the back knee if you like. Otherwise, rise up, high crescent lunge. And if you're in a low lunge, totally fine. If you're in high lunge, soften your back knee a lot. Get more vertical in the spine and then straighten up that back leg, the right heel, right over top of the toes. Hug your outer left hip back. Take an inhale breath here. Exhale, you'll twist to the left as you pull your outer left hip back. Look to your back thumb. Inhale back through center. You're hugging the inner thighs toward each other. Exhale, twist to your left. Last one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to your left. And feel free to stay. Or lower your left hand to the outer right thigh. Reach your right arm up and back. Finding a beautiful revolution in this crescent twist. Deep breath in. The long breath out. One more, inhale and exhale. Inhale back through center, reach your arms up. Plant your hands down, step back to downward dog. And come with me. Inhale, ripple forward. High plank pose, lower your knees if you like, and lower your chest all the way down and tuck your toes. Take your fingertips out wide off of your mat. Tip your elbows up to the ceiling. Inhale, lift your head and chest up. Exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, lift your head and chest up. This time take your right shoulder down, look over your left elbow. Inhale, come back through center. Take your left shoulder down, look over the right. Inhale, back through center, lift your heart. Exhale, lower all the way back down. Palms under your shoulders. Tuck your toes, this time extended child pose. Toes stay tucked, hips to heels, forehead down. Take a deep breath here. See if you can spread even more open to the toes. Full exhale, hips toward your heels. And on your inhale, push up and back. Downward dog, deep breath in. And a long breath out. And lift your right leg up to the sky. Step your right foot through. This time find the center of your thumbs. Spin your back heel down so you have front heel to back arch alignment and get a nice long stance so your front knee is over your ankle. On your inhale breath, peel your body up and deepen into your front knee. Virabhadrasana 2. Your heart is wide open in this pose, reaching to the past, reaching to the future, and keeping your mind and heart here in the present, right in the center. Get that front knee bent deeply so your front thigh is parallel to the floor. Maybe not today, but it will have the space. And you can see your front big toe, the knee is tracking outward. Think of rolling your outer right thigh underneath you and your inner left thigh behind you. Take another deep inhale, extend through your arms. Nice long exhale. And on your inhale breath, reverse your warrior, exalted warrior. Big breath to reach back. As you exhale, bring your right forearm to your right thigh, top arm reaching up and then over your ear. Utthita Parsvakonasana, extended side angle. You're welcome to stay here. If you have a deeper variation, you can go for it. Hugging your outer right thigh underneath you, inner left thigh open. Turn your heart to the sky and look underneath your left arm if you can. You can always gaze down if you need. 2 more deep breaths. Open up the side body. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale breath and exhale breath. And take your gaze down. Come back to warrior 2. Straight out your front leg. Reach your arms to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, bend back into that front knee. Just a couple of times here to relax the hip. Open it up. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. And now straighten that front leg. Heel toe your back foot in just a little bit, maybe a couple of steps. Pull your right hip crease back as you lean forward over your right thigh. Feel free to use blocks if you like. Right fingertips down inside the right leg or outside. Left fingertips reaching straight up. So there's a lot of action here of pulling up toward the sky. Turning your gaze up if you like. You can always have your gaze down. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Try to hold here for 3 deep breaths. And then slowly bend that right knee, stand yourself all the way up, hands to your hips, and turn yourself to the long edge of your mat. Take an inhale as you lengthen, and as you exhale, fold forward over your thighs. Come to a halfway lift, palms underneath your chest, lift your heart. Exhale to fold, and focus on the crown of the head coming down in between your feet. Push into your hands and use that action to help guide the head down. Hips lifting up and over your head. More weight into the outer edges of your feet and a little bit more weight into your toes. This way you can get a little bit more pulling down of the head. Take a deep breath in, and a long breath out. And 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Slowly lift yourself halfway up. Turn your right toes to the front of your mat and step back, downward facing dog. Feel free to take a little flow here if you like, a child pose or a tabletop. I'll take a tabletop and you can move through cat and cow with me. We'll meet back in downward dog in just a few breaths. Inhale as tail going up, tummy down, chest up if you're doing tabletop. Round the spine, exhale. 1 more full round of breath, whichever variation you've chosen. Making your way back. to downward facing dog. Deep inhale and a long exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts to the sky. You'll step through, this time between your thumbs. Spin your back heel down, find front heel to back arch alignment, and bend your left knee deeply so it's over top of your ankle. So you might need to widen your feet further. And then on your inhale, arms sweep up and open, Virabhadrasana 2. Keep your upper body active here. So there's a lengthening up of the side body and a spreading open of the heart. Right fingertips into the past, left fingertips into the future, and your head and heart aligned right here in the present. Again, that outer left thigh is tucking under, inner right thigh open. The inner thighs have this sense of squeezing into each other as the feet spread apart, and your knee is bent enough that it's right over the ankle and tracking outward so you can see your big toe. Take 2 more deep breaths. Your arms are active and strong. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, bending. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Let's take Exalted Warrior. Inhale your left arm up, right palm down. Bring it back. Exhale. Inhale back through center. Exhale, left forearm to left thigh. Right arm reaching up and then over the head. Utthita Parsvakonasana, extended side angle. Left knee is still bending. Maybe you're looking underneath your right arm. If you have other variations, you can go for them. It's nice to spin your pinky finger down and thumb up to get that internal shoulder rotation. Deep breathing in and out of the nose, opening up the space in your lungs on the right side here. Big breath in and a long breath out. As you inhale back to Warrior 2, settle. On your inhale breath, straighten your left leg, palms reach. Stay for your breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, back to Warrior 2. A few more times. Inhale, come up. Open the hip. Exhale, lower. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Keeping your arms extended. Straighten your front leg and shorten your stance just a little bit. Heel toe your back foot in. Still keep that same alignment. Front heel to back arch. Now pluck this left hip crease back. Start to lean forward. Try to keep your left leg straight if you can. And then when you're ready, pivot those arms at the same time. The active right arm reaching up like you're pulling toward the stars. And left fingertips are light wherever they land. They could be on a block. They could be inside your left leg or outside. Outer left hip tucking under. Inner right thigh rolling open. 3 breaths. Trikonasana. On your next inhale, look down. You can soften your knee as you stand all the way up. Hands to the hips, turning to the side of your mat. And this time we'll take our toes out wide, pointing to the top right and left corner of your mat on the long side. And you can use your hands here if you need. Start to bend deeply into your right knee, and you might stay up high. This might be enough for you. Or come all the way down and extend your left heel out. This is Skandasana. And we'll move a little bit side to side, and then we'll get into a little bit of a longer hold. So here, use your fingertips or your palms. Inhale, come through center, keep those hips low. Bend the left knee, extend through the right heel. Just a couple extra breaths here. Keep lifting your chest and think of hugging the heels toward each other. Now we'll start to move with the breath, or you can find stillness. Inhale through center, keep the hips low. Exhale, bow, and see if you can turn your chest open. Inhale through center, bend deeply, turn your chest open to the right. 1 more time each way. Inhale. Exhale, open it up. Inhale. And exhale, open it up. And now let's come back to the right knee, bend it deeply, left leg extended. Stay here, or open up your right fingertips to the right. Get that tent of the fingertips. Left hand to your left hip and try to turn your chest open. Stay here. You can extend, opening the left arm up. Maybe you take the back of your left hand to the outer right thigh. Maybe you can wiggle your right fingertips behind. You might need a strap or grab your fingers, or maybe you can wrap your right fingers around your left wrist. And here's where you want to really hug the heels toward each other and turn your chest open. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And one more breath. Inhale and exhale. You can release, bring your gaze down, hands to your heart or to the floor. Let's shift through center as you exhale over to the left knee. Right foot is pressing out, so your heel is extended, toes toward you. Stay, or you can tend your left fingertips more out to the left. Right hand to your right hip. Start to turn and twist open, looking up if you can. Stay here or reach your right arm up. Maybe you spin your palm around to the back of your left thigh, maybe fingertips to the inside of your hip, or maybe you can bend that left elbow, fingertips meet, or maybe left palm, left fingers wrap around your right wrist, and turn your heart open. Keep hugging your heels toward each other, turn your heart toward the sky. 2 more deep breaths. And slowly unwind, gaze down, hands to the heart. Inhale, come back through center, lift your chest halfway, and again we'll fold here. Take any variations you like. Press your palms into the mat to pull your chest through your legs, crown coming down. If you have Shirshasana B in your practice, you can go there, or maybe you'd like to take a shoulder opener, interlacing the hands behind the back. Any variations that you like. It's nice to grab the outer edges of your heels or your feet as well. Wherever you are, let's take 3 more deep breaths. And again, palms come under the shoulders, halfway lift, and turn yourself forward. Step back, downward dog. Come with me through a little mini vinyasa, high plank pose. Lower all the way down onto your belly, and let's take a little rest here. Forehead on top of your stacked palms. Take a moment to wiggle your hips around to release your lower back, and then bend your knees and let your hips sway side to side. And coming back through center, lower down. Come into a few back bends here. Bring your palms beside your chest, elbows tucked back, shoulders back. Root the tops of your feet down and try to press the inner edges of your feet together, especially your ankles, your heels too, as they tend to wing out. Big toes are touching. On your inhale breath, Bhujangasana, Cobra pose, lift your heart. We have 3 breaths here, so every inhale breath, maybe come up just a little bit higher. And on your exhale, see if you can relax the shoulders back and down. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Lower down slowly. Bring your arms beside you, palms up. Turn your gaze to the right. Take a big breath in and a full breath out. For 1 more. Inhale and exhale. More back bending. This time, lift your chest up slightly. Bring your hands to your lower back. Interlace your palms again. Try to draw the legs tight together. Ardha Shalabhasana. Tops of the feet down. Interlace your palms. Start to lift your head and chest up. Maybe hands come away from the back as you lengthen your arms. Try to pull your knuckles toward your heels. The gaze can be down at the mat. Roll the shoulders back. See if you can lift up for 2 more breaths. One more inhale, lift higher. And then exhale to lower down. Back of the hands onto the mat, gaze to the left. Right ear down, deep breath in. And a long breath out. Deep breath in. And a long breath out. And coming back through center. Full Shalabhasana, or you can repeat Shalabhasana or Cobra pose. Interlace the hands again at the lower back. Find the opposite grip. Pull your knuckles toward your heels. Draw the inner lines of your legs to touch, even right to the big toe mound. And then from here, as the hands lift away, maybe lift the legs as well. Pull the knuckles toward your heels. See if you can be right on the fleshy part of your pelvis. Lift your shoulders up, lift your feet up. Maybe lift your right leg a little higher, left leg a little higher, left leg a little higher, right leg a little higher. Take one more inhale breath, lift everything up. And as you exhale, lower down. You can make a little pillow with your hands, forehead straight down. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And if it feels good, bend your knees. Let your hips shift side to side as your feet move back and forth. And two final back bends here, 2 sets of Dhanurasana floor bow. You're welcome to take one leg at a time. If you want to bend one knee and reach back for the inside of that foot and kick it back, you can, and then switch for the second set. Otherwise, bend both of your knees, bring your heels towards your bum, reach back and grab the outer edge of your feet. Trying to grab either where your shoelaces would be, where your ankles are, or maybe on the shin bone. And pull the feet toward each other. So big toes hopefully touching or moving toward each other, even your knees toward each other, because as we come into the pose, the knees and feet will separate. Draw the shoulders back as you initialize that back bend, kicking the feet away from your bum. And then from here, kick even more, lift your chest, your arms lengthen. Stay here with your knees pressing down and your chest lifting. Roll the shoulders back, maybe look up if it feels good. Hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Release down, turn your head to the right. Left ear on the mat. Big breath in. And a full breath out. Big breath in. And a full breath out. The second set. So you can go to the other leg if you did one leg. Or this time we'll lift both the shoulders and the knees up at the same time. So find your grip, try to close your big toes together, try to close your knees together. So when they come apart, it's not too far. Initialize that kick, kicking up and back. And then from here, kick even more. Lift your shoulders and chest up. Lift your knees and thighs up. You can look up if you like. Rock onto the fleshy part of your pelvis. Hold here for 3 breaths. Keep hugging your knees together. Roll the shoulders back. Create space for 2. Last round of breath. Release slowly. Look to the left, right ear on the mat. Big breath in and out. A big breath in and out. Bring your palms underneath your shoulders. Bring your gaze through center. Take your knees wide. Bring your big toes to touch up in the air. Inhale as you push up. Exhale back toward child pose. Deep inhale. You can bring your knees together if you need. Exhale. Inhale to bring yourself back through tabletop. Lower yourself onto your heels. Sit back onto your bum and extend your legs out in front of you, making your way to the top of your mat. Keep your legs straight as you press out through your heels. Reach your fingertips forward. Take an inhale breath to lengthen. Exhale to slowly lower down onto your back. Come all the way down onto your back. Now just turn to the side a little bit. When you get there, hug your knees into your chest, Upanasana. And from here, lower your feet down and cross your right thigh over your left thigh, maybe hook your toes. Reach your arms up to the sky, and as you exhale, hug your right arm under your left arm, maybe grab your elbows or cross the wrists. And take an inhale here to lengthen. Let your fingers come behind you, over your head. You're kind of nuzzling your cheeks in between your biceps. Let your toes move all the way forward, away from your hips. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And one more here. Inhale. Exhale. And on your next inhale, draw your elbows and knees toward each other. Lift your head and shoulders up. Lift your hips up. Take an inhale here and exhale. Squeeze in nice and tight. Inhale, extend. Reach out through your fingers, through your toes. Exhale, bring it in nice and tight. Just 3 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. 1 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Beautiful. Extend and release your arms up to the ceiling. Roll out your ankles and your wrists. Tadasana. Lower your left foot to the floor. Cross your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Hug your knee into your chest. So now a supine pigeon as we started, but on our backs now. Let the left knee come more to the left. Press your right knee away. Feel free to hug behind the thigh. You can even keep the left foot down if you need. Take a few breaths here. Feel that opening into the right hip. Deep breath in. A nice long breath out. You're welcome to stay here. We'll bring this into a twist. You cactus your right arm and let the shape of your legs twist over to the left. So your right foot is on the mat, your right knee is pointing up, and you can push it away as you look over your right shoulder. So a nice stretch for the outer right hip. Slowly come back to center. Happy baby pose, knees wide, tops of the feet pushing up as you pull down with your hands. And then extending your legs up to the ceiling, lower your feet to the floor. Cross your left thigh over your right, tuck your left toes underneath your right calf if you can. Reach your arms up to the ceiling, left arm under your right, cross at your elbows, maybe hands onto your shoulders or cross at the wrists. Extend this eagle twist. Bring your biceps by your ears, your nose is poking through, fingertips extended back, toes pointed. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lift everything up. Knees to the elbows, head and shoulders lift, hips lift. Take 1 more inhale here and exhale, lift a little higher, a little bit of core strengthening. Inhale to lower, extend. Exhale to bring it in. Just 3 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Last 2. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Release everything. And then lift your arms and legs up toward the ceiling. Roll out your ankles and wrists if you like. Lower both feet to the floor, and this time cross your left ankle over your right thigh and pull your right knee in toward your chest if you like. You can keep your foot down. Pull the right knee maybe a little bit more to the right as you actively push your left knee away. Foot is flexed and active. Feel that opening into the left hip. You're welcome to stay here, or we'll bring this into a twist. So cactus your left arm out to the left. Let the whole shape of your legs drop over to the right. So your left foot is on the mat, your left knee is up toward the ceiling, and you can push that knee away with your right hand. You feel the stretch into your outer left hip. You can turn and look over your left shoulder. Take a few deep breaths. Slowly bring everything back to center, extend your legs. Happy baby pose 1 more time. This time you can rock it out side to side. And maybe as you bring one knee down, extend the top leg. We're not quite finished yet here. We'll come back onto our backs in just a moment, but we have 1 more little pose here to put it all together. Hug your knees into your chest, grab behind your thighs, and start to rock and roll yourself forward and back a few times. You can roll to your side and push up as well. And see if you can get yourself all the way up to standing. Use your hands if you need. Rock and roll, and come all the way up to standing. Reach up to the sky, arch back, Urdhva Hastasana. Hands to heart center, find Tadasana. Now you're standing somewhere near the top of your mat. Final pose here, eagle pose. So this is really nice pose to do after all of that hip opening, and this will help us to wrap our limbs around each other, get very constricted so we cut off the blood flow to all the major joints, and then when you release, all of the major joint areas get a big flush out. So very nice for a renewal and rebalancing class. We'll start in a chair pose. So big toes touch, heels apart, sit down into the chair and reach your arms up to the sky. Bring the weight into your left foot. De-weight your right leg. Lift it up and over. So right thigh crossing over left. You're welcome to hook your toes. Try to align your knees right in the center. Take an inhale here. Exhale, sweep the arms wide. Right arm crossing under left. And maybe you cross at the elbows. You can hold your shoulders, back of the hands, or cross at the wrists as well. And as you start to sit lower, hug your inner thighs toward each other. Lift your elbows higher and push your fingers away from your head. And as you're wrapping your arms like thick rope, see if you can pull your knees and elbows and hands away from each other and see what happens here. Sit a little deeper. Find your balance. For 3, for 2, and as you unwind, sweep everything wide and feel what happens, that big flow of energy. Come back to mountain pose, Tadasana. Just take a moment and notice what's happening in all of the joints. Notice a difference right and left side of the body as you stand here in this balanced posture. Step your big toes together to touch again. Let's get back into chair pose. And this time you'll bring the weight into your right foot. Lift your left knee up and swing your left thigh over your right. You can stay, maybe hook the toes behind the right calf. Align your knees toward the top center of your mat. Stay here, take an inhale breath, and as you exhale, let the arms come wide. Sweep your left arm under your right. Maybe you grab your shoulders, back of the hands touch, or cross at your wrists. And as you start to sit deeper, lift your elbows up to shoulder height and move your fingers away from your face. Focus your gaze on one single point. Twist those arms and legs like big juicy ropes, so get that constriction of energy flow to the joints. See if you can sit a little deeper. Hold here. Find your breath. And getting to release that blood flow. One more deep inhale. Exhale, and now release. Stand all the way up. Let the blood flow. Little arch back, Urdhva Hastasana. And this time as you exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. And as you exhale, plant your palms, step back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And feel free to take a vinyasa if you like. We'll be meeting on our knees. You can come down to your knees if you like. And sit back onto your heels again. One more back bend here, Ustrasana, camel pose. Beautiful pose to open up the whole front line of the body. So feel free to roll up your mat if you like. Bring your knees onto your mat, tuck your toes. We'll do 2 sets. If you have any other variations or you'd rather be on your back for a back bend, feel free to take supported bridge or bridge pose, or just lie onto the back. Bring your hands to your lower back and curl the sacrum down towards your heels as you lift your chest. And start to arch back. Feel free to keep the chin in or head starts to drop back. Welcome to stay if it's available for you right now. You can swim your right arm forward and then all the way back, finding that big backstroke. Right fingertips to your right heel, just lightly touching, maybe with the left as well. Touching the heel lightly. Press the thighs forward, lift up and out of your hips. Maybe the gaze comes back, resting the back of your head between your shoulders. Keep pressing your thighs forward. Think of heart open rather than back bending. Deep breath in and breath out. Let's take one more inhale and exhale. If your head is back, keep it there until the end. Hands back to the lower back. Sit back onto your heels, tuck your chin toward your chest, and bring your hands onto your heart. Come back to your personal intention. Come back to your collective intention. Come back to your dedication. Take a renewing breath into your hands, into your heart. As you exhale, sigh out your mouth and feel that softening. One more. Inhale. And exhale. And come back up onto your shin bones. Toes can be untucked if you want a deeper back bend, and maybe even step those knees a little wider. If you have a drop back practice, you're welcome to take that. Hands to the lower back again. Lift up and out of your pelvis. Lift the heart up. Start to arch back as you curl the tailbone down. Welcome to stay here. If you want to do that big back stroke of the right arm all the way back toward the right heel. Left arm forward all the way back to the left heel. Thighs are pressing forward. There's a lengthening of the front line of the body. Crown of the head can go back, chin up, throat open. Ustrasana. Hands come to the lower back. When you're ready, sit yourself down, chin toward the chest. Hands to the heart again, and remind yourself that you're still here with a big breath in and a full breath out. You can release your fingertips to the right side and roll your mat if you need. Shift your hips to the right, get your feet out from underneath you, and extend your legs. Give yourself a little shake. Now we'll roll down onto our back to stay there. Take an inhale, reach forward. And as you exhale, roll down. You can keep your knees bent if you like. Come all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a good squeeze, rock side to side. And choose your inversion here. It could be happy baby pose again, or Viparita Karani, or maybe you go for plow pose or shoulder stand, kicking your feet and knees and hips up over you, toes behind, maybe interlace of the palms or palms flat to the mat. Shoulder stand, support your lower back, come up. Let's take 5 more breaths wherever you've decided to be. As you're coming down through shoulder stand, come through plow pose. If you're in plow pose, bring your hands beside you for support. Roll down slowly. Give yourself one last little squeeze here, and with a simple twist to release. Make a cactus shape with your arms. Jog your hips a little bit to the left side, knees come to the right. Feel free to use your palm on your top knee and look away for 2 breaths. Bring your gaze back through center, lift your knees, realign your hips. Jog your hips a bit to the right and knees to the left. Left palm on your right thigh, turn and look to the right, 2 deep breaths. Bringing your gaze back through center, bringing your knees up into the chest, big squeeze. Wrap your forearms around your shins if you can, forehead to the knees, big breath in. Get small, a tight little package as you exhale. One more inhale here, get compact, tightly bound up. And as you exhale, release all the way down. Mat constriction again. stop the blood flow, and then as you release, you feel that beautiful energy opening yourself up. Let your arms go wide, let your legs go wide. Take a big breath in. Feel that buoyancy and openness, all the chakras open, all the energy flowing. As you exhale, allow that heaviness of surrender to take you right down into the mat. Thank you for sharing your energy and practice with me. I hope you can enjoy these practices anytime you like, either through Facebook or YouTube. I'd love to hear back from you, so please send me a message. Let's stay connected here on our mats, knowing that you can renew yourself every time that you practice, every time that you take that deep breath. I'll be teaching tomorrow night and Sunday night at 7:15 Yin, and Saturday morning 90-minute power. So please join me if you can. I recognize the beautiful light in you, the beautiful light in me. Namaste.